how do I look like this? Someone get me a modeling contract. I need to be the Emma Chamberlain of YouTube now. Okay, I cannot. I've had too much coffee. From the first person. Oh my god. He basically. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel. What am I doing? Truly, the only thing I'm doing is showing clear signs of ADHD. So, go me for that one. Well done, Anita, well done. Well done! If you're noticing that I look different, I got my hair done, if you can't tell. I've had too much coffee. Anyways, today I'm giving you guys a book review of a book I recently finished, and I spoke about it, well, I didn't actually speak about the book, but I spoke about it in my, why am I holding this tripod? I spoke about it in my books I've loved recently video. But anyways, I finished my boyfriend's favourite book, and now I think it's one of my favourites, and that's pretty rare because I don't have that many favourites, you know, I'm quite picky. Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and yeah, this is the book. Let me show you, because I think you want to see what it looks like. Yes. Anyways, this was originally published in 1971, and it was originally in the Rolling Stone articles, and basically, if you don't know, Hunter S. Thompson used to be a gonzo journalist. So gonzo journalism is basically journalism where there's no objectification, and there's like freedom towards, there's a freedom in the writing style. So Hunter always used to write all of his journalism stories from the first person view, so that would be the journalism story, and this is basically what the book is like about, like, essentially. So I finished this book a couple of days ago, and it left me speechless because of Hunter's writing, and nothing can actually beat Hunter's writing at all, in my opinion, because this book is written like a trip. So in the beginning of the book, he starts with, "We are somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold. I remember saying something like, I feel a little bit lightheaded, maybe you should drive. And suddenly there was a terrible roar around us, and the sky was full of what looked like huge bats." Well, the best thing about this book is that it's written in a gonzo journalism sort of way, which is Hunter S. Thompson's best way of writing, and I absolutely love it and adore it, because this book is very powerful and very underrated because of the way that he writes his novels. If you don't know, this is his most famous novel. He has a lot of other novels like The Rum Diary, and again, I'll just tell you about the book because I've had too much caffeine and I cannot focus for some reason. Hunter S. Thompson's alias in this book is called Royal Duke, and his attorney, Dr. Gonzo, is on the journey with him in order to write an article for the Rolling Stone magazine, which they are on a mission to find the American dream. So, considering they're going to America, America is literally based off image and this like whole entertainment aesthetic in a way, especially with like fame and all of that. So they are on the hunt for the American dream, whatever that is. Do you know what the American dream is? I don't. I have no idea. But will they ever find the American dream? I'm not going to spoil that. But this book is very beautiful. It is very, very beautiful. But yeah, the the twist to this book is that they are on drugs. Oh shit, I'm gonna ruin my book. Interesting thing about this book, especially since they are on the hunt with the American dream. The American dream. Will they ever find it? Will they ever find the American dream? Anyways, the beautiful thing about this book is that they are constantly on drugs, like many drugs that you can possibly think of. They will be on it. Hunter, but his alias, Real Duke, and his attorney, Dr. Gonzo, are basically off their face, off drugs, constantly throughout the whole book. But that makes it very entertaining and very funny, and not at all boring in any way, which I really have begun to like in books. Basically, this book is not entirely like character driven, but it is in a way, but it doesn't even have a plot. Like, you're just taking, it feels like you're taking the drugs with them, but the thing is, the reality is blurred in a way that it's more shocking than the drug taking, so I find that very clever. For me, it felt like every chapter was like a trip, and that made it really fun. Like, it felt like every experience that they had was a trip, but the trip was reality, and that was way more shocking to the characters than finding the American dream. I really appreciated that, because the American dream is this image-based idea based off power and fame and all of these like bright lights and shit. Is that the American dream? What do we get from it? Nothing. Essentially, the way that they took the drugs and did the drugs, considering that they were in Las Vegas, which makes it even more shocking and beautiful in a way that the drugs aren't really doing anything because reality is shocking, is way more beautiful. And it reflects on the 1960s and how there was this movement of like love and peace, and how that basically is vanished. Like, now there's just this bright image-based idea of America, but really everyone's forgetting the real beauty, like the 1960s and that whole entire movement, which obviously Hunter experienced himself. But yeah, the reason why I like this book so much is because the way it finished still led you, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's this mystery of not knowing that they will never find the American dream and that it actually doesn't exist. But I guess that's the whole purpose of this book. Hunter's prose is really beautiful. It sounds, the way he made his writing and the way he told his story was so beautiful, because it made me feel like I was one of the characters and I was off my face taking acid. But Hunter S. Thompson really takes off the sunglasses, the rose-colored sunglasses that we have towards America and the land of the free, and Vegas, which apparently is the best place on earth along with Disneyland. It's really interesting to see that Hunter and Duke himself was still hoping for a tiny bit of hope for the peace and love movement in the 60s, but it vanished, so it wasn't really there, and he was just hoping that it would be still around. But yes, Hunter S. Thompson really reveals the truth about America, and especially being on drugs and the drug culture. Like, yeah, I think this book is a masterpiece and it should be considered a classic, and I gave it 5 stars because it made me feel like I was on a trip of the American dream myself, and I did not find it, and that is the moral of the book and its whole purpose. Like, it actually has a hold on me. Like, I cannot stop thinking about this book. I like how he reveals at the end that especially with his writing, he's like, look, we've reached this point and we've taken our rose-coloured sunglasses off, and it's not what it seems to be at all. I have no words. I genuinely... Oh, my cat's here. I genuinely have no words. Like, this book left me speechless. I especially loved about this book was that what his attorney was doing was actually worse than Royal Duke, and it kind of made this perspective of law and the drug culture and the American dream as a whole. Like, if your attorney can do worse things than you, then what does that say about society and America? I really enjoyed that aspect of how his attorney was actually doing worse things than Hunter, but his alliance as Royal Duke. And I found that really interesting, and now I just want to read more Hunter S. Thompson books. It's really about the collapsing society of the 60s, and how this American dream is basically all an act and you will never find it. And that's the beauty of it. This is why it is a masterpiece, and it actually has left me speechless. Like, I cannot actually put words together about this book, which you could probably tell from this review. Is that I cannot put together words about how this book makes me feel. Like, it has a hold on me. A hold. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I definitely recommend this. This is a 5 stars. It's definitely one of my favorites now, so I think everyone should read it. Yeah, I definitely recommend this book a lot. It has a hold on me. It truly is attached to me, and this is an amazing piece of work, even though I struggled to talk about it, and you know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Apparently 4% of you are not subscribed. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. You can join the family, and I will be happy to have you. So yeah, I will probably be doing more book reviews. Hopefully I won't be caffeinated whilst doing the reviews, because I could not speak for the life of me. And yeah, anyways, see you in my next video, which will probably be on Wednesday or whenever I decide to make a video. And yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. See you later. And if you are subscribed, you can get an extra forehead kiss. So if you subscribe, you can get extra forehead kisses. There you go. There's an extra one for all my subscribers. Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.